Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good weekend. So I wanted to quickly get on and record a message because I've been seeing some really cool stuff the past few days. So the first thing I want to start with is for whoever you are, there has been some rising up of anger recently and releasing of anger, particularly related to a lot of stuff that took place in the past. And it could also be stuff that's taken place recently that's kind of like a theme of the past, like it's a pattern of the past. And anger comes up to be released from time to time, which is great. And I get the sense that maybe this time, maybe typically you would have suppressed it, pushed it back down. Something about this time, you welcomed it up and you embraced it. You didn't get upset that you were angry. You were just allowing of it. And there was something about that that allowed you to embrace your real nature. Something about that allowed you to experience a more true part of yourself for the first time in a long time, potentially, right? And so immediately after that, so for the last 3 days, I have been getting a lot of messages around promise, a lot of symbols around promise, a lot of synchronicities kind of confirming promise, and in the form of, rainbows. And yesterday I saw a full double rainbow. And looking up the meaning of that, it's just talking about a powerful new beginning after a period of difficulty. And I think that's beautiful, just this connectedness to the spiritual realm for yourself. And something about this promise is really interesting to me. As I was meditating this morning, the Spirit kind of elaborated on that for whoever this might be for. So specifically, there's a promise that you let go of because it's been too painful to remember and to hold on to. It's been connected to something you want deeply, and you always have, right? And it seems like through looking outside of yourself for it, it's eluded you, right? And so you've kind of let it go because it seemed too painful to continue to try to manifest or hope for. That phrase, hope deferred makes the heart sick type of thing. But again, we know that the 3D is just an illusion. What we create in our heart is the truth, right? As the creator of our reality, we create that truth in our heart. But Spirit wants to bring that promise back to you. Whatever that promise has been, whatever that's been too painful to remember. Spirit says, I never forgot. I'm doubling down. That double rainbow, it's like this double confirmation that is on deck for your life. You may have thought it was silly, like something connected to this might have been something you had dreamed as a child, or before the hard knocks of life jaded you, right? And now you may refer to it as kind of silly, but Spirit's kind of saying, hey, you thought that was silly, but I'm still focused on it. I'm still bringing it about, right? There's pieces of that, even though it may have been what you think is silly, it's not, because there's pieces in it that really are still you. They're connected to your authentic self. And I do get that this was connected to some sort of release of anger with you recently. I get that somehow this promise is kind of rising up out of the ashes, as if a previous thing in life kind of burned down, a previous scenario, a previous pattern, a previous way of being that you had, whether it's, I just grew out of that. I grew up, I had a painful situation happen to me, whatever it was, you kind of let go of that promise in that situation. And something that burned in that previous situation is still there to be promised to you, still there to come to you, It's been dormant and not dead is what I get from Spirit. It's reviving an old dream, bringing back the child in you, something that your child self really enjoyed, really embraced, was really celebrated for in certain circles, is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that might mean to you. Potentially a musical ability or an old ability you had as a child kind of coming back around. You still have the ability, but it's coming back around. Something you enjoyed doing. And it's just a path to abundance, right? It's not necessarily like a career path. It could be for some of you, but this will resonate and you'll know what I'm talking about for yourself. It's just something that was a part of your old persona, I guess is the way to put it. It's still a promise that's being delivered back to you. And the words I hear around this specifically are from scarcity to abundance. And what was kind of a glimmer, maybe it was like a part of your dream for a long time, and now it's just like from time to time a little glimmer, or if that, right? From a little glimmer to full shining and glistening. And so, again, I've just been getting so much imagery around fulfilled promise. Like, remember the promise that you felt like was made to you. Remember the promise you made to yourself. This promise of it's going to be completed. That wish is going to be fulfilled. That desire is going to be fulfilled. And kind of this doubling down on it, like this is a new beginning after kind of a difficult period. And we go through ups and downs. Difficult periods could be anything and can last for any period of time. In the midst of happiness as well sometimes, right? So, powerful new beginning after a period of difficulty. And that's that promise, right? The promise of what's coming for you. So I'm really excited for whoever this is for, all of us. So just love you bunches and hope you have a great day.